Angry guy here, and women are rushing to join the soft girl era as the broke girl era starts. Women are rushing to join the soft girl era as the broke girl era starts. Guys, this is absolutely insane, but I'm going to just jump into it. I want you guys to check this out.
Ladies, welcome back to our channel and thank you Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Skillshare is an online learning community with over 30,000 classes in almost any topic you can think of. Just go to Skillshare.com, type in your interest, and just like that, you have a curriculum at your fingertips. I use Skillshare pretty often, and currently I'm taking a course in project management named Simple Workflows to Achieve Your Goals by Nikki Henderson. Lord knows I need this course in order to remain organized on YouTube. You can progress through your course and it's definitely the place. All right, now let's get into it. The topic of today's discussion is 7 attributes of highly feminine women. Number 1, highly feminine women are receptive. This does not always mean monetary items. I'm speaking more on the internal aspects, meaning feminine women are open to receiving love. They're open to receiving compliments, open to receiving gestures of courtesy. For some women, it is so difficult just to receive a simple compliment such as "you look nice today" or "I love your hair." Like they would fight you on this compliment and rebuttal it with 3 flaws of theirs. Feminine women are able to simply sit back and say thank you. Sit back and allow him to court you, to carry your bags. They're able to sit back and receive love. And
No, 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 sis, I got to stop you right here. Sit back and let him carry your bag. Sit back and let him love you. All right. What are you talking about? You can open your own door. You can pay your. You have your own money. All right. What is this bamboozlement? Y'all, guys, they are rushing to join the soft girl era as the broke girl era starts. Now, y'all think I'm joking about this? I want to show you something. I want to show y'all something, right? And the video is still there. Don't worry, it's not gone. But there's some very interesting articles out there right now. I want y'all to check out this article from CNN. All right, are you following me? Because this is some real serious stuff. All right, if you're noticing this, it says that nearly 80% of women's jobs could be disrupted by automated could be disrupted automated by AI. This is from June 22nd, 2023, the day I'm recording this video. All right, more prime working age women are employed in the United States now than ever before. The labor force participation rate for women between 25 and 54 years old set a record high in April and then again in May, rebounding from the she session and returning to its pre 2020 form of making progressively historic labor market gains. That could all change with AI. Generative artificial intelligence technologies like ChatGPT have the potential to transform the labor market, exposing the majority of the nation's jobs to automation. Goldman Sachs economists have projected the technology can create new content such as text, images, audio, video, and code from training data that includes examples that desired output. Guys, many of you don't even know this, but some of the things that I create, a lot of things I create on the channel now are being created by AI. Like I'm literally using ChatGPT to create tons of content you don't even know about. Very soon, some of the videos you might see me producing, you'll hear my voice, but it may not actually be me speaking. It may be AI that I've trained. Yeah, I'm doing this in the background, and I'm hopeful that it's gonna work out. All right, and I have ChatGPT analyze my old scripts and then generate new scripts and then feed those scripts into the automated system, and then have it create an entire video for you with audio and all that other stuff and even music if I want to add it in there, and then feed it to you, and you won't even realize it's not me. Or even if you do say it, it sounds a little roboty, but it's still Angry's voice. Oh well, I'm gonna roll with it. It won't matter to me because I'm still getting my money. It's like, yeah, I'm telling y'all, this is really where it's coming to. This is the technology has advanced so far. I'm gonna have a course on. I teach people about crypto. I'm an expert in crypto. I'm gonna have my crypto academy back online for you guys soon, so that you can learn crypto. But I'm also gonna be teaching about AI, because you guys can see that I am killing it with AI. I'm gonna teach you guys how to use AI, how to put it into your system, because you need to learn how to use AI. It's the future. It's the absolute future. You need to know at least the very basics, because you're gonna have that to do anything going forward. Everyone, like literally, do you know how to use AI? All right, are you familiar with AI? Okay, because that's the future right now. Let me continue reading this. The technology can create new content such as text, images, audio, video, and code from training data that includes examples of that desired output. However, recent research shows that although outnumbered by men in the US workforce, women could be disproportionately affected by business adoption of generative AI. One recent analysis estimates that 79% of working women, nearly 59 million, are in occupations susceptible to disruption and automation. That's compared to 58% of working men, according to research from the University of North Carolina Kenan Flager Business School. So basically, women aren't doing those physical jobs that men are doing. All right. So men in many ways are protected from AI. Okay, because we can just shift around. We can move to different jobs. Women, on the other hand, can't do that. Estimates that estimates that nearly 8 out of 10 women workers could be affected are just staggering, said Julia Polak, chief economist with online job market ZipRecruiter. That said, and I think intuitively many of us appreciate that it'll be easier to automate some of these office jobs than it will be to automate carpenter jobs and electrician jobs and pest removal jobs. Women aren't going to do these jobs. All right? Many of these manual service and production jobs that are far more male heavy. She added, I think there are legitimate reasons to be worried that some of the gains that women made could be eroded, at least temporarily. This ain't temporary, this is forever. However, she also noted that these technologies will also surely create many, many opportunities. It'll create many opportunities for people using AI to replace a bunch of existing jobs. That's what it's going to do. A higher percentage of working women are employed in white collar jobs, whereas for men, it's more of a 50-50 split between white and blue collar occupations, said Mark McNeely. Okay? So women are doing manual work. Professor of the practice of marketing at the Kenan Flager School and lead author of the AI research. Some of the most AI exposed occupations with a majority female employee base are office and administrative support, healthcare practitioners. Guys, healthcare practitioners. So even doctors, nurses, these people can be replaced by AI. Doctors are very susceptible to being replaced by AI. Go into a you're gonna guys, this is how it's gonna work out. You're gonna go into the emergency room. You're gonna step up to the kiosk. There's gonna be a like the way the kiosk is gonna it'll have like a slot. It'll tell you to put your finger in here, and you put your finger in. It'll take your vitals. It'll take your temperature. It will take your it will take your blood pressure. It'll take your temperature, your blood pressure, your pulse. It will gather a ton of information just using your finger or your wrist. Okay? All right? It'll collect all the information that would usually be collected by a nurse. All right? It'll have you sign into the system. All right? It'll ask you what's the problem? What are you feeling? What are your symptoms? All of these things. It'll even you can even talk to it. Okay? You can tap a button and you can just talk to it. All right? You don't have to type. You can speak to the machine and it will transcribe all of that. Okay? And it will ask you, is this correct? Are you feeling this? And it'll ask you a bunch of other questions and it'll say, tap this, tap that. All right? It will analyze it and it'll say, please wait while we analyze. Okay? And within moments, it will basically diagnose you, tell you what's wrong with you, say that it may or may not be reviewed by a doctor, and it will send you on your way to go pick up your prescription. This is the future of healthcare. And you will do all of this without ever talking to anyone, without ever speaking to anyone. There'll be someone there, like one person, just in case you need some assistance, but you won't need to speak to them. And most people will appreciate not having to speak to anyone. All right? And it's all going to be automated. It's all going to be automated. All right? You will never see a doctor. And a lot of people are going to prefer it that way. This is the future. All right. Some of the most AI exposed occupations with a majority female employee base are office and administrative support, healthcare practitioners, and technical education, training and library, healthcare support, and community and social services. All right. So these jobs are easily being wiped out. It's not always going to relate to I'm losing my job, McNeely told CNN. I think it's really a matter of if there's something that the person can do to add value. At I'm telling y'all, I told y'all, in the years leading up to the COVID-19 to the okay, so I tried not to use that. In the years leading up to 2020 and the events of 2020, women's labor force participation rates were rising faster than that of their male counterparts, Bureau of Labor Statistics data shows. A confluence of several factors were behind those gains, Pollock said. Notably, female dominated industries such as healthcare and caregiving were among the fastest growing industries. Educational attainment for women rose substantially, and women also made greater inroads into traditionally male dominated fields such as construction, agriculture, and repair and maintenance. By February of 2020, the labor force rate for prime working age women was 77%, just shy of the record 77.3 set during the dot-com era. BLS data shows, but by April 2020, the rate plummeted to 73.5% as the events of 2020 froze the U.S. economy, forcing more than 20 million people out of their jobs. As the nation recovered in the coming months, however, women didn't return at the same levels as men. The 2020 the 2020 situation wallops the leisure and hospitality and education and health services sectors where women make up the majority of the workforce. Additionally, job losses and lackluster employment recovery in the childcare sector hampered workers' ability to return to the labor markets. And since caregiving responsibilities often fall to women, they were held back more as school became home based. The tide eventually turned. A historic bounce back. Three key fact. Uh, Three key drivers for women entering the workforce are access to childcare, market wage, and flexibility, said Dana Peterson, chief economist at the Conference Board, a business research and membership organization. And the 2020 recovery kicked those catalysts into hyperdrive. Jobs by and large became less rigid, telecommuting grew more commonplace, and home-based work allowed for more flexibility in hours. That helped improve access to childcare with schedules that allowed for easier drop-offs and pickups, as well as companies that offered on-site childcare and labor shortages, largely related to the acceleration of ongoing demographics trends of baby boomers leaving the workforce. Long 2020 and health related concerns help to lift wages, especially for low paying jobs. Some of these things are becoming more prevalent, and that's supportive of more women in the labor market, she said. Additionally, women centric sectors such as healthcare and leisure and hospitality are continuing to see some of the most robust job gains during the past 2 years. That's where a lot of the hiring is happening, and that's also where a lot of wage increases are happening. Along comes AI. Revo Labs, which specializes in collaboration and analysis of public available workforce data, recently identified that the most AI exposed occupations and the gender and ethnicity disruptions among them. Revo analysis showed that AI exposed positions with the highest percentage of women include included bill and account collectors 82.9%, payroll and timekeeping clerks, so basically HR, executive secretaries 74.3%, word processors and typists 65.4%. Guys, these are the percentages of women that will be out of their jobs in these sectors, and bookkeeping and accountants and auditing clerks 65%. So 65% of accountants, bookkeepers, and auditing clerks could be out of their jobs. 74.3% of executive secretaries could be out of their jobs. 79.7% of payroll and timekeeping clerks could be out of their jobs. 82.9% of bill and account collectors would be out of their jobs. This is massive. In the most AI exposed occupations, women make up 71% of employees, said Ben Zweig. All right? 71% in the most AI exposed occupations. They make up 71%. So they are, guys, these jobs are going to vanish. And that's why they're rushing for a soft girl summer right now, soft girl era, because they know that this is it. This is as far as it was going to go. And the irony is that men are completely walking away from society. And the thing is that their method of trying to get guys, like, they don't know anything about that. They're like, oh, I'm a girly girl, I'm a this and that. And then you have other men out here trying to shame men back into the clutches. Like, you've got to be kidding me. We're gonna teach these men how to be men. Guys, listen to me. Avoid these guys. Avoid them, all right? These are not friends. These are enemies. These are enemies, all right? These are enemies. Guys, you need to be careful because they try to get y'all to go back. Never go back. All right? Keep it moving, y'all. Keep it moving. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying my content, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications, never miss another video again. And don't like the video because it tells YouTube that you're enjoying the content and you want to see more of it, so they'll show you more of it. Women are rushing to join the soft girl era as the broke girl era begins. All right? And if you're a wise man, if you know what you're about, then don't be about these chicks. All right? Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep on going, guys. Keep on going. Don't let them catch you. Bob and weave, bob and weave.
And this comes with accepting your intrinsic value as a feminine woman. Like I always say, femininity can be one of your greatest assets if you allow yourself to tap into it. Number two, feminine women are polite. Never underestimate the value of a simple excuse me, thank you, yes please, or I appreciate it. Being polite just adds to the beauty of a woman. It gives you that halo effect and allows others to view you as much more memorable. Think of it as an experience at a five-star restaurant versus Carl's Jr. You can go to Ruth's Chris and get a steak burger, or you can go to Carl's Jr. and get a hamburger. They're both burgers, but at Ruth's Chris, you're gonna have staff waiting on you beck and call. You're gonna have dim lighting, beautiful.
See, guys, there it is. They don't want Carl's Jr. They want prime. They want people waiting on them. They want that good life. They want that good life. All right. And they want someone to pay for that. They want a man, high income dude. So now they're gonna try to pass themselves off as soft and feminine, so they can live that soft girl life. Don't fall for it.
beautiful artwork and just a very clean, elegant environment. As opposed to Carl's Jr., you're going to be in a filthy lobby and you're going to get all of your items served to you, wrapped up in paper and thrown in a plastic bag. Feminine women just really understand that being polite adds to the pleasant experience of socializing with them. Number three, highly feminine women are emotionally intelligent. This is one thing that we may not all be accustomed to because some of us grew up in an environment where we had to suppress our emotions in order to simply make it through. And after living
I'm a victim. I had to suppress my emotions. I had to be the mother and the father. I had to be strong. But now I realize that I can embrace my femininity and let someone else carry some of that weight. I can still have that masculinity, but I can let someone else be the man and take care of me. But I mean, because I'm not cleaning or cooking, I'm not doing any of that. But I can have someone provide for me and protect me and give me the better things in life because I'm a lady. I'm a lady. I'm a lady.
like that for so long, it kind of becomes a part of your character. So, for those of you who can relate to this, I highly recommend the book The Five Love Languages by Gary Chapman.
After M2, I don't know what they think this is. They really think they're gonna be out here finding dudes willing to jump into relationships after M2? No.
Even if you are not in a relationship, this book is very instrumental in helping you determine what your love language is. It allows you to examine how you give love, how you receive love, and what that looks like for you. Highly feminine women are emotionally intelligent, which allows them to effectively heal their past traumas and wounds, as opposed to being frozen in resentment, in fear, and hurt, which can cause you to develop a rough, kind of repelling demeanor. Number four, feminine women pamper themselves and practice self care.
Pamper themselves and practice. They want to be pampered. Pampered. Nah, bro, y'all need to pamper yourselves. All right, listen to me. I don't want to see y'all any of y'all with long nails or dry skin. All right, y'all need to be. You all need to lotion up properly. All right. Y'all need to get on your lotion. I want y'all lotioning properly. Can keep those nails. Go to the salon, guys. I like to go to the salon, get my nails done. Y'all need to go to the salon, get your nails done, get your cuticles worked on. That's right. I spend time in the salon. I know what I'm talking about. All right. Don't be ashamed. All right. Listen, y'all, listen to me, King. You are worth it. You are worth it. Okay. You are worth it. You are the prize. Okay. You from time to time you need to feel special. Okay. Make sure. Listen to me. Keep yourself looking fresh, fresh and clean, fresh and clean. All right, King. Okay, because you are handsome. You are a person of value. You are the prize. And I'm not even exaggerating. Don't let them think they're the prize. You are the prize, and they know that you're the prize. That's why they're trying to grab you so that they can steal your energy and they can steal your money. Don't let that happen. They want your attention, they want your time, they want your money. ATM, they view you as an ATM. Don't let them extract your wealth and resources from you.
Now, this one is for my go getters, my hustlers, my successful young women, my entrepreneurs, and my corporate bays. We love you guys, but please understand that it is essential in the midst of all of this to keep up with yourself. We tend to look like the situation that we're in. So if you haven't slept in 2 weeks, chances are you look just like that. Highly feminine women understand this and make sure to stay on top of their regimen, even if it means just taking multivitamins once a day, hitting the gym once a week, or even doing some exfoliation. Like I said before, you don't want to be 25, 35, 40 looking twice your age. Keep up with yourself. Number five, a highly feminine woman is able to embrace other women of the same caliber or above her. She understands that having these women in her circle is not a threat, but it adds value to her. This is why I love Lori Harvey so much. She's not afraid to put other women on. She will invite them to an event. She will post them on her story, on her social media. It adds to her appeal. Being next to someone who is just as beautiful, just as intelligent, just as alluring.
Notice, guys, that they continue to say how wonderful they are. I just, you're this, you're that, you're that. Bro, you can't even afford your meal. You can't even afford your meal, and you're there trying to prep yourself. Like, stop playing yourself, bro.
Adds to your value, ladies. I am not just preaching some kumbaya stuff. There is actual psychology linked to this. This is why artists perform with tons of people on the stage, dancers, models. This is why celebrities are always seen with entourages. It adds to you. Number six, highly feminine women are able to read the room, meaning they are able to walk into the room and within 5 minutes tell who's who. They're able to pick out the alpha male. They're able to tell who's the woman of the house. They're able to tell who the yes men are. They are also able to read the energy of the room, meaning they can walk into a room and tell if someone's just got done speaking on their name, if someone's planning a surprise, if someone was just in an argument, if there's good energy, etc. This is because feminine women practice the arts of observation. There is so much power in sitting back and reading social cues.
art of observation. This is manipulation. What they're doing, they are gold diggers. They're trying to scope out the area to figure out who has the money and who they can extract the most wealth and resources from.
Cues and moving accordingly. Feminine women know how to read the room and they know when to leave the room. Number 7, highly feminine women are masters of attracting and persuading. We all know that when you're resting in your feminine energy, you don't have to speak much. You can walk into a venue and receive preferential treatment without introducing yourself.
These women really truly believe that they're gonna live this soft girl life. They don't cook, they don't clean, they don't bring anything to the table, but they're gonna pretend to be feminine, all right, and get in and exude their feminine energy, all right, and it's gonna work for them because a man of value doesn't expect a woman to cook or clean. He has that covered. He's gonna cover all the bills. He's gonna cover everything she needs. He's gonna make sure that she's well fed. He's gonna make sure she can go to the spa. He's gonna make sure she can live that soft girl life because he loves her and he's a king. What kind of nonsense is that? All right. Why would you do that to yourself? Who in their right mind would do something so foolish? All right, that you get into a relationship where you get nothing out of it. All right, and say that and to say that, oh well, she's gonna lay down with you. You get that for free. All right, you can get that. You don't need to buy the cow when you can get the milk for free. So I don't know what they're talking about. It's absolute nonsense. As soon as a girl starts telling you, "Oh no, well, I'm not gonna be, either you're gonna have to marry me, or we're not getting physical until we're committed," and that's gonna be a good 6 months. As soon as she starts talking about, you're not doing like she's not doing anything until you commit. Oh, that's how it is. Goodbye. Goodbye, literally, because then you know what she's about. She's about that soft girl life, all right, and you're not giving it to her. You're not giving it to her. But none of y'all should be dating Western women anyway. Y'all should be on your way to the Philippines or Thailand or Cambodia or Uganda, but not in the West. Y'all already know better. And if I catch y'all doing it, don't come around me. Don't come around me crying angry. I messed up. This girl messed me up. This dude kept talking about I tried online dating in the U.S. and I got catfish. After I told you for weeks to go to the Philippines, man. Don't listen to me. When y'all, if y'all think about are still messing around in America or UK or a white Western country and y'all get burnt, don't come back to me. I'm not gonna comfort you. I'm gonna shame you because I told y'all not to do it and you didn't listen and then you got hurt and you deserve it. All right. Maybe you'll learn something this time. You don't touch the stove. Don't touch the stove. You're gonna get burnt. You touch the stove. You get burnt. I'm gonna laugh in your face. All right. Some of y'all like you'd be a bad father. I'm a great father. I told you, little butt, don't touch it. You touch it. Now you're hurt. Now you're crying. And now you want me to comfort you. I'm not even gonna give you a hug. I'm gonna let you sit there and scream and holler. Okay? Scream. You're a real terrible parent. Yeah, but guess what? I bet you don't do it again. I bet you don't do it again. You're gonna learn through experience. Because that's the only way some of y'all will learn. First, you gotta get burned before you learn your lesson. You got to get lifetime scars. So then you look down on your disfigurement and you're like, yeah, this is how I got that. I didn't listen and I got burned. And now I got this. Now I have the scar. Now I have this disfigurement. But at least I learned something, right? It took getting damage. Something that's gonna stick with you for life to teach you a lesson. But that's how some of y'all are, because some of y'all are arrogant. Because I told y'all, don't mess around in the West. Grab your pass, get your money up. Like, dude, listen to me. There's one dude who said to me, like right now, he's gonna get himself a truck. He's gonna he's gonna get himself a truck, live in the truck, and get his money up, and then leave. All right. Some of y'all, that's a man with a plan. That's a man with a plan. He's going to get himself a truck, live in the truck, and get his money up. So from there, he doesn't matter what he does. He can work at 7-Eleven. All right? He pulls in $2,000-$3,000 a month or work. Doesn't matter what he does. And then he saves all of that money, saves every dime of it. And within I don't know, 6 months or a year, he's out. And then he's going to go to the Philippines and live a comfortable life. And while he's doing that, maybe he takes a few classes online. learns how to do some network administration work so you can be a remote network admin, or learns how to code, takes 3 months, studies at a code academy for 3 to 6 months, learns how to code, works, and then uses and can work remotely, takes on some remote work. And here's the crazy thing: once you have these skills, once you know how to code, or you know how to do graphic design work, or you know how to do these types of jobs, you can then go on sites and leverage these skills. Guys, there are people on websites who do taxes all year long. All right? You can go onto Fiverr and find people who will do your taxes for you. Some of you don't know this. You can study. You don't have to become a CPA. You can study, take the IRS exam. The IRS offers an exam. You can take the IRS exam, and it will allow you to become a tax preparer. And those are skills you can have under your belt. And you can then use that skill to prepare taxes and find work online and make some simple money. All right? It may not be a ton, but it'll be enough to subsidize your living and keep you overseas. There's a ton of options, and you can work remotely. There's a bunch of things. You do the things that others don't want to do. Work smart. Work smart, and you're going to have these high quality lives. Don't let these 304s catch you, because that's what they're about.
This is because your energy introduces you long before you ever open your mouth. Just an innocent glance or a polite smile will do the trick. With that being said, highly feminine women develop the skill of rapidly manifesting realities. This is due to their in depth knowledge of understanding energy and how others will adjust their behavior based on the aura that you exude. We've all seen it with women in the workforce or in class. For example, everyone has to meet a deadline for an assignment, but come the due date, this highly feminine woman is able to get an extension on the low with no penalties.
Do you see this manipulation? All right. So in other words, you don't have to be accountable. She's trying to teach women, a highly feminine woman can get an extension because she's attractive, because she can manipulate. So while everyone else has to be on time, she doesn't have to meet those standards because she can manipulate her way out of it just based on her looks. Yo, this is terrible. All right, they're out here fighting for these soft girl lives. Don't give it to them. Don't give them these soft girl lives.
Like I said before, femininity can be your greatest asset if you tap into it. Make sure to like.
Guys, this is all I have for you right now. Women are rushing to join the soft girl era as the bro girl era starts. What do you think about this, and how are you going to respond to it? I want to know what you're going to do in the comments. You already know how I feel. I want to know what you think. All right, so let's talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. Just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and cheers.